Okay, this is what it says. Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father. Now, why is this? Well, Jesus, how many of you know that in the Old Covenant, the Old Testament, God was never revealed as a father? Now, there are, some people will argue and say, well, there are scriptures in the Old Testament that refers to God as Father. Well, I think there's 7 or 8 different scriptures in the Old Testament that refers to God as a Father. But the Father spoken of there is the originator. That means he's the Father of Israel, right? So he is the originator of Israel. So right through the Old Testament, there was no revelation of God as a daddy, as a father figure. It was only when Jesus came that Jesus started speaking of and referring to God as a father. He was the first one that started talking about my Father. He kept on talking about my Father. Then you'll see that Jesus goes from my Father to your Father. And he's introducing, and I mean, even the Jews wanted to kill him. One time the Jews wanted to kill him, and Jesus said, why do you want to kill me? For which good work do you want to kill me? And they said, oh no, not for any of your good works, but because you call God your Father. Now listen to this. And they understood this. And they said, making yourself equal with God. Do you understand that? I mean, that's a powerful truth revealed by the religious leaders. That when Jesus starts to talk about my Father, then he says my Father and your Father, he is starting to bring an idea across to the people of Israel and to anyone who would listen to him, that God is no longer, this idea of God in a pagan way of looking at God as a God up there who's manipulative and controlling, a God who uses and abuses people. He's bringing that all down and saying no. He says God is a Father, and he's not just a Father, he's not just my Father, he is your Father. You know, it is powerful.